Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
The WNBA seems to be losing it over the latest drama-filled performance by none other than Angel Reese. She just announced she's coming for Caitlin Clark, as if Clark, already a living legend, is going to be knocked off her throne by someone more focused on sideline theatrics and questionable injuries. And let's not forget Reese's constant complaints about her paycheck. At this point, it's safe to say Angel has officially crossed into delusional territory.
Angel Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball floor. Plain and simple.
Honestly, it's laughable that Angel Reese thinks she has what it takes to surpass Caitlin Clark, a player who's rewriting the history books every season. So far, the only thing Reese seems to have mastered is turning herself into a public spectacle. Maybe she's aiming for an award in embarrassment. It sure looks like it. Before she starts talking about taking over the WNBA, she might want to take a hard look at her own reputation. Switching coaches won't make her the star. What she really needs is a serious attitude adjustment.
And look, Angel Reese, there's nothing that she does where you go, did you see her?
So now Angel Reese thinks teaming up with David Alexander, yes, LeBron James's trainer, is somehow going to catapult her into basketball greatness. Right, because a few sessions with a top-tier trainer will suddenly turn her into a superhuman force ready to dethrone Caitlin Clark. Please. While Reese is out there perfecting her general movement patterns, whatever that means, Clark is actually honing the skills that matter, shooting, playmaking, and dominating every game she steps into. That's the difference. Reese is dabbling in the peripherals while Clark is building a legacy. Sure, Reese had her moment at LSU, but imagining she's in the same league as Caitlin Clark is like me saying I'm dropping an album after 5 minutes of singing in the shower. That's not competition, it's delusion. Reese might have been the queen of LSU, but Caitlin Clark? She's the queen of the sport. Full stop. While Angel talks about taking over the WNBA, Caitlin is already rewriting what it means to play the game. But go ahead, Reese. Tell us more about how you're going to dethrone a legend before you've even proven yourself in the pros. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
Me and Camille, this is the most we've ever lost in our life. I only lost 7 games in my last 2 years at LSU. So it's been hard for me. But adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Let's rewind to the 2023 NCAA Championship. Yeah, that one. The game where Angel Reese tried a little too hard to steal Caitlin Clark's spotlight with that over-the-top "you can't see me" taunt, mimicking Clark right in her face. It was definitely a moment, but for all the wrong reasons. While Reese was busy turning the court into a WWE stage with her hand gestures, Clark was doing what she always does, dominating. She was the best player out there, effortlessly outscoring everyone, including Reese. Reese's big attempt to go viral? A 5-second stunt that came off as more desperate than iconic. Meanwhile, Clark was too busy making history to notice. Reese wasn't competing for the win, she was competing for attention. You really can't make this stuff up.
There is no one like Caitlin Clark in the history of the WNBA.
And let's talk numbers, specifically Angel Reese's WNBA debut. To put it bluntly, it didn't exactly turn heads. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark entered the league and immediately set it ablaze, averaging 19.2 points per game and dishing out assists like a seasoned vet. Reese? She averaged 13.6 points per game, nearly 6 fewer than Clark, in case that slipped by anyone. And while Clark led all rookies with 8.4 assists per game, Reese was still out there trying to figure out how to consistently get her shot off. Sure, maybe she gave it her best, but the difference was clear when it came time for Rookie of the Year. Clark took the trophy without breaking a sweat. Reese? She was named a finalist, which at this point feels more like a participation ribbon than an achievement. Clark didn't just join the league, she arrived ready to take over. Reese, on the other hand, is still chasing her.
But they still ask you about Rookie of the Year. Yeah. What is your stance on that?
So my whole thing was when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool. The pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can just hoop. So I don't know when it started to just break out where I was just in Rookie of the Year conversations. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
But wait, it gets better. Angel Reese's off-court life has practically become a sideshow. She landed a signature shoe deal with Reebok. Groundbreaking, right? A custom shoe for a player who hasn't even proven she can consistently perform at the top level. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out here actually changing the game every time she steps on the court.
Reese? She's busy curating her Instagram aesthetic.
Cute, sure, but likes don't win games. If she's serious about beating Clark, she might want to swap the selfies for some extra practice time. And since Reese loves talking money, let's go there. She's publicly highlighted her $73,439 WNBA salary, complaining about the cost of living like she's struggling to survive in Beverly Hills. Newsflash: budgeting is a skill too. Meanwhile, Clark is quietly handling her business, staying focused on basketball, not Starbucks prices. Now let's talk about the unrivaled league, Reese's supposed big break. It launches in January 2025, featuring 34 elite players from around the world. Yes, it's a big deal. And yes, Reese will earn $250,000 for the 8-week season, a massive jump from her modest WNBA salary. But here's the problem: she's entering a lion's den filled with legit global talent. She's walking into a league where headlines and hype won't help, only performance will. And right now, Reese's game doesn't exactly scream ready. It whispers, work in progress. She may be aiming for the spotlight, but when the lights turn on, they shine brightest on those who deliver. Critics are already saying she's being overhyped, and honestly, they might be right. The unrivaled league will be stacked with proven stars, and Reese risks not just gaining exposure, but getting exposed. Bottom line? If Reese doesn't seriously elevate her game, this new stage won't boost her status. It'll highlight just how far behind she really is from players like Clark.
So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes.
Here's the reality check. Angel Reese can talk all she wants about surpassing Caitlin Clark, but at the end of the day, it's just talk, and talk is cheap. In professional basketball, words don't mean a thing unless you've got the skills to back them up.
Right now, Reese's mouth is doing a lot more than her game ever has.
She's full of bold claims, but she hasn't shown the ability to turn those words into results.
Clark?
She's already proven she's the real deal. Reese is still stuck in the maybe someday phase. Sure, she's working with one of the best trainers in the business, but Clark is out there grinding, building her game with every rep, every possession.
You can't buy greatness.
You can't shortcut your way to the top just because you've got a high-profile coach. It takes years of discipline, dedication, and most of all, raw talent. While Reese is fine-tuning her movement patterns, Clark is out there making history.
So when Reese says she's going to dethrone Clark,
let's be honest, the only thing she's dethroning is herself from reality. The unrivaled league might be a great opportunity for exposure, but it could just as easily expose how far behind Reese really is.
It's easy to talk about being the next big thing when no one's pushing back.
But when you're up against true elite talent, that's when the truth comes out.
And right now,
Reese isn't even close to Clark's level. If she doesn't step up fast and stop acting like she's already arrived, she won't be remembered as the one who dethroned Clark. She'll just be a footnote in Clark's journey to greatness.